Hi guys, I'm DJ Townsel. Welcome to my 20-minute yoga flow with Now Foods. So we'll be doing a pretty quick yoga flow, nice warm up, nice little flow to get the body going, and then a nice cool down to calm the mind. As you can see, I'm not working with a yoga mat, so it is not required to have one, but if you do, perfectly fine. So what we'll do is start at the top, or what would be the top of my yoga mat, and we're just gonna take a nice couple breaths just to tune the mind up, scan the body, see what the body needs at the moment. So taking a deep inhale through the nose, retain that breath for about half a second, then a nice strong exhale out of the nose or mouth. And let's take another. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. Now, of course, we don't want to stop breathing, so if you don't hear me cueing the breath, just know that that is the breath cadence that we will have during class. So just continue to take that deep inhale, slight retention of the breath, and then a nice strong exhale out of the nose or mouth. And at the moment, we're just going to take a moment to focus in on our bodies. Just take a moment to press all 10 toes, all 4 corners of the feet into the mat or into the ground, whichever you're working with. Take a moment to tighten and release the muscles in the quads. Tighten and release the muscles in the glutes. Tighten and release the muscles in the core. Continuing that breath. As you inhale, lift the shoulders slightly. And as you exhale, just roll them back and let them fall down the spine. Take a moment to press the hands and fingers together. Feel that engagement in the arms and the lats. Inhale and gently lift the chin. Exhale and relax everything down, releasing the hands to the side. And just to start warming up, we're going to inhale, taking the arms to the sky. And exhale, slowly lower them to the side. Same thing, as you lift the shoulders, and then exhale, lower the shoulders down, relax the body. Inhale, the arms to the sky. Stretch through the fingertips, stretch through the rib cage. Maybe slightly pull the biceps behind the ears. And exhale, relax the arms down to the side. We'll do one more of those. Really stretch through the arms and the rib cage this time. Inhale. Now we'll start working our way into a nice little flow to get the body moving. Inhale, the arms to the sky. As we exhale, bending at the waist, we're going to forward fold. If you need to, slightly bend the knees. The goal is to rest the stomach onto the thighs. And we'll start to work our way down to the ground. As we exhale, we'll step back into a plank. If you need to, modify the plank by dropping the knees down to the mat or to the ground. If you have too much pressure on the knees, you can always put a towel or some kind of cushion under the knees. Taking a deep inhale here as we pause in our plank. And as we exhale, keep the triceps close to the body, elbows pointing to the back of the mat. Lower the chest down to the mat, chaturanga. Flatten the feet out. Inhale into cobra. Slight bend of the elbows. And flatten the feet out. Press the hands into the mat, slight bend of the elbows. Lift the chest off the mat into cobra. And we're going to keep it gentle for now. We're just going to widen the knees out, sit back into the heels, child's pose. So if you ever need a rest in yoga or in this particular flow, you can always come to this pose, child's pose. Take a nice rest. We're going to press the hands and fingertips into the mat. We're going to swim the body forward, back into our cobra, and back into our child's pose as we exhale. Inhale, coming back to our cobra. And now we're going to take it a step further. We're going to tuck the toes underneath, send the hips up and back into downward dog, pressing the hands, the fingertips, and the toes and the balls of the feet firmly into the mat. So try to meet the body halfway in the middle, creating a triangular position. Now we're going to look forward, stepping both feet to the top of the mat or to your hands, coming back into that half lift position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, rising all the way to the top. And we're gonna go back through that same flow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back to our plank or modified plank. And from your plank or your modified plank, shift the weight forward, bending at the elbows, keep the triceps tight to the body. Exhale, chaturanga. Flatten the feet out. Inhale, cobra like we were doing, or upward dog, lifting the thighs off the mat and tucking the toes. You can go into your child's pose or you can go into your downward dog. We're gonna shift our weight forward, dropping the toes down again, coming back into our cobra or our upward dog, and then tucking the toes back into downward dog or that child's pose flow that we did before. And we're gonna go one more time, flattening the toes, coming into cobra or upward dog, and tucking the toes, or sitting back into the hips into child's pose or downward dog. Take a look forward, stepping to the top of the hands, back into our half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. By now you should know what your body needs, what your body's capable of, so don't push yourself any further than that. So we're gonna start to take the stretches a little bit further, but make sure that you honor the body, make sure you don't do anything that your body isn't ready for. So from our upward salute, we're gonna exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale ourselves back to plank. From our plank, we're gonna shift the weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. So now we're just gonna step our right foot to the top of the mat or in between our hands. We're gonna have a nice lunge. And you can rest the hands on the thighs if you need to. You can place the hands on the hips, or you can bring the arms to the sky. We're gonna take a deep inhale and exhale, both hands to the mat, stepping ourselves back to plank. Shift the weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now, yoga rules. Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So we're gonna step the left foot to the top of the mat or in between the hands on our inhale. Lift the chest, coming into that lunge. Take a couple breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat, stepping back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling both feet to the top of the mat or in between the hands, come to our half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. And we're gonna take a quick rest, bringing hands to heart center on the exhale. So start to get the body ready. We're gonna go a little bit deeper now. We're gonna add a little bit more stabilizing poses into it, starting with chair pose. So getting the body ready, bringing the feet together. We're gonna inhale. As we inhale, instead of just standing tall, we're gonna sit back as if we're sitting into a chair. Making sure the tailbone is pointing to the ground, engaging the core, but also keeping the shoulders relaxed. I'm gonna take a couple more breaths here. And deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Knees should already be bent. Inhale, half lift. You can keep the knees bent if you want, or you can straighten them out to get more of a stretch in the hamstrings. And exhale, hands to the ground or to the mat, stepping back to plank. Deep inhale. Shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. You should really feel the body opening up now. So now we're gonna take that right leg to the sky and step it to the top of the mat. So from our lunge, we're gonna take it a step further. We're gonna pivot that left heel down to the mat, keep the body facing forward, warrior one. Now your warrior one doesn't have to be this deep. If your warrior one is right here, that's perfectly fine. If you can handle a deeper warrior one, go for it. Take a deep inhale, hands to the mat. On our exhale, step back to plank. We're gonna go right through our chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep inhale, taking the left leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping it to the top of the mat. Pivot the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Couple breaths here. Feel that hip flexor opening up. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your plank. Right into our chaturanga. Finish that exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're gonna go back to that right side. We're gonna inhale that right leg to the sky. Exhale it to the top of the mat. Pivot the left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, warrior two. Try to keep those shoulders and arms level. Gazing out over that front middle finger. We're gonna flip that right palm up. We're gonna lower that left arm down to the left leg. Bring that right arm to the sky. This is what we call peaceful warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Again, flip that right palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Try to keep that engagement in both legs. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Now as we exhale, we're gonna windmill both hands to the mat, stepping back to our plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now let's flip it to the other side. Inhale that left leg to the sky. And exhale it to the top of the mat or in between the hands. Pivot the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Take a couple seconds here. Make sure you're engaged through the legs. Make sure everything's aligned. Nice straight line. Shoulders and arms level. Flip that left palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior, bringing that right arm down to that right leg. Left arm to the sky. And exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, flip the palm, peaceful warrior. And exhale as we windmill both hands to the mat, stepping back to plank. Take a pause here. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now from our downward dog, we're gonna wave the body forward into plank. So nice roll of the body like a wave into our plank. Once we hit our plank, we're gonna slowly lower the chest down to the ground into chaturanga. Flatten the feet. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So a nice core and upper body sequence. As we inhale, roll the body forward, rounding through the shoulders, coming into that plank. As soon as we get to that plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, rolling the body forward. This time, once we get to our plank, we're gonna lower the knees down to the mat onto all fours. Now, making sure everything's aligned. Wrists, elbows, shoulders aligned. Knees aligned with the hips. Knees hip width apart. And we're gonna come to our core. Nice little stabilizing exercise. So pressing the right hand and left knee into the mat. We're gonna extend the right leg, pointing the toes down to the mat. Extend the left arm, thumb to the sky. Try to keep a nice straight line from the base of the neck to the tailbone. Try to hold that posture. A couple more breaths. Might feel a little shaking. That's perfectly fine. Now we're gonna take a deep inhale, stretch through the left arm and right leg. Exhale, bring it down the middle and crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale, exhale, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the left hand and right knee down. Now from here, we're gonna roll out the spine, give the spine, the core, and the shoulders a nice little release. As we inhale, starting with the tailbone, we're gonna push the tailbone up, arch the spine one vertebrae at a time, lifting the crown of the head on our inhale. This is cow pose. And as we exhale, starting with the tailbone, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine one vertebrae at a time, round through the shoulders, finish by releasing the crown of the head towards the mat. This is cat pose. So again, as we inhale, round or arch the spine, starting with the tailbone, finishing with the crown of the head. As we exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, finish with the crown of the head. So inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Again, inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Coming back to our neutral spine position, tabletop position. Now we're gonna press the left hand and right knee into the mat, extending through the left leg, pointing the toes to the mat, extend through the right arm, thumb to the sky. Nice strong pose here. Taking 3 breaths. Try to keep everything aligned, everything engaged. And deep inhale, stretch through the right arm and the left leg. Exhale, crunch down the middle. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. One more. Inhale. Exhale and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the right hand, left knee down to the mat. Come back to our tabletop position. Going through our cat-cow sequence. Inhale, arching the spine, lifting the crown of the head. Exhale, releasing the tailbone, releasing the crown of the head. Cat pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more for good measure. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, both feet to the top of the mat, coming into our half lift. And exhale, forward fold. As we inhale, we're going to come back up to our chair pose. Take a couple breaths here. And as we exhale, come back to hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, namaste and one love.